Welcome to Spark and Seed, where we untangle the stories behind conflict, culture, and humanity. Today, we will talk about Cambodia-Thailand at war. The truth must be heard from both sides. Today, I speak not only as someone who cherishes peace, but as someone whose heart is heavy. I've lived and worked in Thailand. I've eaten meals with Thai friends, celebrated their holidays, and admired their rich heritage. My connection to the Thai people is real. But today I speak up not against the Thai people, but against the war, against the lies, and against the pain being inflicted on innocent lives by those in power. What's happening now on the Cambodia-Thailand border is more than a military clash. It's a tragedy unfolding in plain sight, and one that is dangerously misunderstood. From the Thais' narrative, on July 24, 2025, violence erupted along the border. On multiple occasions, Thai's Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson went on major news outlets accusing Cambodian forces of launching unprovoked attacks that struck schools, hospitals, even a petrol station, killing civilians, including an 8-year-old child. The Cambodian Ministry of National Defense asserts that Cambodia did not start the conflict. According to their statement, Thai troops crossed into Cambodian territory near Tamuan Tom Temple with the intention of sealing off public access. Although the Thai military had issued prior warnings about this move, Cambodia did not agree and viewed it as a direct provocation. When Cambodian troops approached to remove the barbed wire barriers placed by Thai forces, they were fired upon first. In response, Cambodian troops acted in self-defense, not aggression where Western media have led to believe, stating that their national sovereignty had been violated. Thailand portrays itself as a victim of unjustified aggression. Its media emphasizes the loss of innocent lives, especially children, to evoke sympathy and justify military retaliation. The Thai narrative frames the government and armed forces as protectors of national sovereignty, acting with restraint and responsibility. Cambodia, in this framing, is depicted as reckless, aggressive, and deceitful, using violence to escalate regional tension and manipulating international perception for sympathy. Cambodia presents itself as a peaceful nation forced into defense. It frames Thailand as the provocateur, an overpowered neighbor that crossed into Cambodian territory and initiated the conflict. Cambodian media appeals to justice and international law, highlighting the asymmetry in military power and their commitment to diplomacy. In this narrative, Cambodia is defending its dignity, sovereignty, and people from a stronger, more aggressive force that is using propaganda to control the global narrative. The irony is both painful and familiar for Cambodia. In a world that often champions fairness, transparency, and balanced journalism, much of the Western media has rushed to publicize Thailand's version of events, airing dramatic images, quoting Thai officials, and repeating claims of Cambodian aggression, while barely pausing to ask, what does Cambodia say? A country with fewer resources, no international media clout, and a painful history of being spoken about rather than listened to, once again finds its voice drowned out. While Cambodia pleads for peace, invokes international law, and opens itself to mediation, it is cast as the aggressor, because louder microphones, not deeper truths, are shaping the global narrative. And while Thailand accuses Cambodia of targeting civilians, it is Cambodia who reports that Thai airstrikes hit villages and temples, including sites of immense cultural significance like Preah Vihear. Cambodia has even accused Thailand of using cluster munitions, a weapon banned in over 100 countries for its indiscriminate damage. Despite the rising tensions, Cambodia has not turned away from diplomacy. In fact, it has embraced it. The Cambodian government welcomed a ceasefire proposal put forward by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Both sides initially signaled readiness to commit, but Thailand withdrew its agreement at the very last moment. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet has also engaged proactively with US President Donald Trump, who publicly called for an immediate end to the fighting. While Cambodia remains open to third-party mediation, Thailand continues to insist on bilateral talks, using existing mechanisms that have repeatedly failed in recent weeks. And so the question must be asked, if both sides claim to seek peace, why reject international law and transparency? What is there to hide when the path forward demands compliance, truth, and global accountability? Cambodia has also appealed to ASEAN, the UN, and the International Court of Justice. It has called for an unconditional ceasefire. It has called for the truth to be recognized, not buried beneath propaganda. Cambodia continues to experience the painful truths of this conflict, not just fighting on the ground, it's fighting a second war in the media. Thailand commands some of the most sophisticated and influential media networks in the region. Its messaging is far-reaching, polished, professional, and emotionally powerful. In contrast, Cambodia, still healing from decades of trauma and economic hardship, lacks the same media infrastructure. Its official communication has often been slow to respond. Yet these limitations have not silenced Cambodia's voice. Across the country and among the diaspora, Cambodian youth have risen with purpose, using social media as their battlefield for truth. They are digitally engaged, fiercely united, and driven by a common cause: to defend their homeland, their sacred temples, their freedom, and their way of life. And slowly but surely, the world is beginning to take notice. They may not have the billion-dollar PR machines. What they do have are voices, stories, and a truth that deserves to be told. Here, we have to ask, why are two nations with so much shared history and culture being torn apart like this? We all know that war hurts both sides. For centuries, Cambodia and Thailand have lived side by side. They share foods, festivals, faith, and even family lineages. There are Thai people with Khmer roots. There are Khmer people who speak Thai. Their temples resemble one another. Their musical scales echo similar tones. This is not a conflict between two peoples. It is a conflict sparked by powerful political elites, military commanders, and generals who stand to gain from war. It is not fueled by ordinary citizens, but by misinformation and prideful ambition. And the longer this war continues, the more our children will inherit hatred instead of harmony. This is plea from the heart. As a Cambodian American, I've grown up straddling two worlds, one foot in the rice fields of memory, the agony of war, and the opportunity to have Western education. I know what peace means. I know what war costs. So I say this with everything I have. Cambodia does not want war. We've seen too much of it. We want peace. We want the world to know the truth. And we want the people of Thailand to know this isn't about you. This is about stopping a path that leads to more suffering. We call for the ceasefire to be honored. We call for the international community to hear our voice. We call for truth, not spin, and we ask for unity, not in uniform, but in understanding. Let's end with some reflection points. The power to stop this war is not just in the hands of diplomats or soldiers. It's in the power of truth, of solidarity, and of every voice willing to speak up. If you are Thai, Khmer, or simply human, share this story. Ask questions. Demand accountability. Because peace isn't passive. Peace is a choice we fight for, with words, not weapons. Thank you for watching. Let this be the moment we said, enough. At Spark and Seed, igniting ideas, growing knowledge.